You've ever sat across from a woman and thought, if I had more money, she would want me more. Let me shatter that illusion for you right now, because the truth is this, and nobody wants to admit it. Women don't really want a rich man. They want a certain kind of man, and that man could be broke today, rich tomorrow. It wouldn't matter. Because what turns her on isn't in your wallet, it's in your energy. Once you understand what women secretly crave more than money, you'll stop chasing what you thought made you attractive and start becoming what actually makes her submit without knowing why. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 hidden cravings women have that not even they can explain out loud. If you are ready to wield this kind of power, hit that subscribe button immediately, because this is knowledge that will change your game forever. First, emotional dominance. The one drug she can't quit. Forget money. You know what she really wants: a man who knows how to emotionally dominate her without raising his voice or lifting a finger. Let me explain. Every day, she's surrounded by emotional amateurs. Men who get triggered, men who react, men who overthink every text she sends. But you don't flinch, you don't rush, you don't seek validation. You're like a fire that never begs for wood. You burn because that's your nature. And when she throws her little tests at you, being cold, distant, sarcastic, you don't fall into the trap. You smile. You lean back. You say something like, "I see you trying to stir things up. Do you want attention, or do you want me?" Boom, the power shifts. That's emotional dominance, not manipulation, not gaslighting, just psychological leadership. You are the one man who can handle her entire storm and not lose your grip. She obeys that man, not because she's weak, but because he is stronger. She starts craving your approval, chasing your praise, competing for your softness because she knows how rare it is. A woman will cheat on a millionaire, but she will kneel for the man who owns her emotionally. Second, erotic mystery. When she can't read you, she craves you. Here's a truth nobody tells grown men. The most dangerous man in a woman's life is the one she can't figure out. She's used to predictable guys. Oh, he's just like the last one. Oh, he's going to get jealous here. Oh, he's going to text back weirdly like the rest. But then you show up, and everything short circuits. You don't text back right away. You are kind, but unreadable. You flirt, but never fully give in. You touch her hand, and then walk away. It drives her insane. You aren't mysterious to play games. You are mysterious because you live in depth. You have layers, you have a purpose, you have places she doesn't have access to, unless you invite her in. And she desperately wants that invitation. Primal psychology. A woman's erotic hunger is tied to uncertainty, to not knowing what you'll do next, to not being able to predict what turns you on, or what might make you walk away. That isn't bad boy energy, that is real masculine polarity. And when she feels it, she starts obeying in whispers. She gets wet just thinking about what she might say next. That's not money. That's you, becoming the mystery she needs to solve ... and surrendering in the process. If you feel the power of this mystery, hit the like button. It's a signal that you understand true attraction comes from depth. Third, certainty. In a world full of boys who flinch, she might say she wants a man with money, but what actually makes her drop the money and stay? Certainty. Not that I read a self-help book last week kind. I mean the kind that's carved into your body like a map of where you've been. You've been cheated on. You've seen job loss, family fights, your ambition burned to embers, and yet you still walk into a room like your feet were born for that floor. That is masculine certainty, the kind no money can buy. When a man knows who the hell he is, every woman around him leans in, without knowing why. Her heart might skip for a dude in Gucci, but her soul, it opens for the man who doesn't blink when she tests him. Because here's what she won't tell you. She wants to feel small in your presence. Not from fear, but from your unwavering calm. She wants to press up against a man who's grounded when her world is chaos. A man who doesn't lose himself just because she's moody. You don't get that kind of presence by showing her your wallet. You get it by burying weakness in silence and choosing strength. And when she feels that, she respects you. She trusts you. She obeys you without knowing why. A question for you. What past experience has forged your certainty today? Share it briefly in the comments. Fourth, command over attention. In a world of men who scroll, money is loud, but masculine attention, real, dialed-in, unbreakable attention, is silent and surgical. You want to know why that late-night conversation made her wet? Because you were present, because you weren't checking your phone. Because your gaze said, nothing in this world matters more than this moment. That's what she really wants, not a yacht, not a Lamborghini. She wants to be studied. She wants to feel like your mind is undressing her ideas, long before your hands ever touch her skin. In a world full of attention-deficit men, the man who knows how to sit still, look deep, and say less, he makes her feel like a woman again. It's intoxicating, not because of what you said, but because nothing distracted you while you said it. Men spend thousands on dinners. You could give her a bottle of water and a 20-minute stare that unravels her. And here's the secret: when you have control over your attention, she will give you control over her submission. And fifth, quiet power in a man who doesn't need to prove a damn thing. There's a kind of man who walks into a room and doesn't speak, and still, everyone knows who's in charge. He doesn't boast. He doesn't flex. He doesn't chase applause, because his life already claps for him. This man has scars, not just physical ones, the kind women feel when they touch your chest and wonder, what has this man survived? He isn't the loudest, but when he speaks, it's a moment. He doesn't need to post online about his grind. He just grinds, silently, stoically, unshakably, and women feel it. Women are not drawn to power that shouts. They are drawn to the kind of power that lets her be loud, but never loses its center. She doesn't want to be the star. She wants to orbit something unmovable. And that's you, when you no longer try to impress her with what you do, because who you are speaks so loud she forgets everything else. That is more valuable than money. It is more addicting than diamonds, and she may never be able to explain why she wants you so badly. If this video gave you a new perspective, share it with a brother. And leave a comment. I am grounded. Let's build this tribe of real men. More fire is coming. Stay powerful.